the next final candidate you'll hear from is Rachel Wenstone. Delegate, you have 5 minutes.
Rachel Wenstone, NUS NEC. Conference, it's almost like time stopped on December the 9th, 2010, when we lost the vote. Our HE campaign lost its way. It has lost its vision, it has lost its politics, and frankly, it has lost its momentum. I know that our campaign can be so much more, and I'm standing for VPHE not just to change policy, but to lead for a real alternative. We know what we're against. A government hell-bent on privatising our universities, creating a market out of our education system, limiting access to the wealthy, and harking back to the days where universities were a playground for the privileged. But conference, do we know what we're for? We need to be talking about, campaigning on, and winning publicly funded, inspirational higher education. We need to be promoting a university experience where every single student can thrive, and we need to be reminding this government every single day that the university system must provide a real choice of access based on aspirations and ambition. Conference, that is my vision, these are my politics, and this is my promise for your higher education campaign. Every day as a student in Leeds, I walk through Woodhouse, one of the poorest wards in the UK, where 45% of children live in poverty. And the shame that I felt, the shame of my university not doing anything to change this. So I ran to be an officer. And the shame of Leeds City Council ignoring our city's most impoverished children. So I fought and won a meaningful replacement to Aim Higher, citywide access coordinated across communities, not just in schools. And the shame that widening access to higher education has been given platitudes by our national union, not the fundamental action that it deserves. So I'm running for Vice President Higher Education to change this. If you want the same old HE campaign, charter after charter, briefing after briefing, then I'm not for you. My experience and my promise is to change this campaign, to reclaim its momentum, whether it be on access or the public good of higher education. We need to make the case to win the reinvestment of public money back into higher education. A coherent national campaign where we don't just talk about public good, we win on it. We win reinvestment of public money back into HE and the recognition our institutions deserve. And yes, conference, we'll have our national demo, but the point is this: it has got to be so much more. It's about what we want to achieve, not just the tactics we use. Our campaign for the public good of higher education delivers a new funding system for postgraduate taught students. Free, fully supported foundation degrees, the real tool for access. A system of training, support and fair pay for postgraduate students who teach. Equity between the nations, where we win on retention in Scotland and we win on funding in England. I will create a broad and unified campaign like I did in Leeds. 14 coach loads to the national demo, 3,500 students, staff and unionists at local action, a live debate on Channel 4, a campaign that protected study abroad funding and the highest union voter participation in the UK. This approach won, I delivered on bursaries, on partnerships, on participation. And we will win on your campus and we will win nationally. The quality of our education is not a niche issue. How we learn and how we're taught should be determined by every single student. Our local campaigns for great student experience should never be based on value for money. There is no debate on value for money. We are partners, not consumers. Our impetus for change should not be £9,000 fees. It's fighting for the things that we've always believed in and always deserved. And in Scotland, where education is free, and in Northern Ireland and Wales and England, where it's not, the quality of the student experience continues to remain at the heart of what student unions do. From parking to printing, timetables and contact hours, feedback and assessment, learning and teaching, these are the things that we've always deserved. Comrades, we must win nationally. Quality geeks, we must win locally. Conference, you can have both. I will lead that campaign on our streets and on our campuses. And conference, I did it in Leeds, I'm doing it on the NEC, and I'll do it as VPHE. That is my vision, these are my politics, and this is my promise for your higher education campaign.